It's time for Leather Podcast.
Hello.
What's happening? New surroundings today.
Yes, and minus a guest, or minus a host. You join us live from the UFC relaxation lounge. I wasn't sure if it was centre. So we're currently in the PI. Ross has just finished doing some...
We did a bit of pads, we did a bit of grappling, we did some assault bike sprints, hit the bag a wee bit, and then a little cool down on the bike.
You're a week out for your fight.
Ready to go now.
Ready to go. You came out.
Aye.
We did some bits and bobs yesterday. Been going out running most mornings. How much better is life in the sun?
It's every bit of training is so much more enjoyable.
I know.
Like, I was just sitting there on the bike, cycling along, sweating my tits off because it's 40 degrees here, and just like, there's nothing else to distract you. There's nothing else to be doing. You just come, train, go away.
It's so much nicer as well. Like, you eat healthier, you drink loads more water.
You do.
Like,
You just eat much less in general because it's so hot. But
it's shite being Scottish.
it's just depressing.
I don't hate the English.
I think everyone would be happier if it was sunnier.
Mate, see if we just got like a couple of weeks of sunshine.
A couple of days.
I think Scottish people would be like the happiest nation in the world.
I know.
But it's a cool experience being here.
It's amazing. It's like, I'll never get over coming here and read like how, I don't know, just it's tough to...
Aye.
I like it very much.
Yeah, and we've been doing some filming. So this morning I came in and got my DEXA, which measures the mass of your body, like so through muscle mass, fat mass, bone mass. So we're going to have the videos of that. We've got the video of the RMR, which is resting metabolic rate. I think we've done it before with the guys face. I think you've maybe seen it with the guys for sports science.
And does it spot any imperfections or anything like that?
It does. Well, I'm obviously left side dominant, so I stand left leg forward, right hand in the back. So every time I fling a left, the muscle gets more developed in the front hand. So the girls like, you stand left hand forward because there's more lean muscle mass on my left side than there is on my right side. And it became apparent when I went and got a suit fitted. And one side's like we're just built weird. And especially we've got really big backs. Well, for me, I've got quite a big back, but a wee tiny chest. But it's because I'm constantly pulling stuff in. I'm never really giving a lot of push. But it's good to get that in the numbers because we're looking at starting the fight camp. We're looking to potentially be out about November, December time. I seen they've just announced Macau. So that's out in like the Middle East. So I'm like, right, I'm going to go and get myself some of that if I can.
It's a great place to go as well.
I know. I'm not sure what tax is there. I think it's one of these tax havens as well. If I'm going to be honest, I think it's like, for what I know about Macau, is it like a gambling city?
I think they have, because it's sort of an autonomous region of China. It's similar to Hong Kong.
Aye, you don't fuck about. We'll no fuck about
you.
You
can do your thing.
You do your own thing, but don't get too big for your britches, and I'll fucking come storming in there.
Which they do.
Aye, and make your life a little bit harder.
Aye, cool place to fight again. Like, got to be like a. I love the idea of visiting Asia and these type of places because they're so. Like,
the home of martial arts as well.
Aye, but it's like such a different world for what we're used to. Even Vegas, things are fairly similar to at home. Like, the weather's different and the food, but we share quite a common language and things like that. Over there, it's just completely, everything's different. Like, Greg, you've travelled Asia quite a bit, eh? So you know it's another world, really, eh?
I was telling Greg about my wife that died.
I'm not doing this.
I had a Thai wife, like years ago.
I bought into this as
and
well.
she died.
So that I was fully on board.
That's because it's true.
Aye,
She
I was
died.
upset.
Mark, she died of testicular cancer.
I was sat there yesterday on the couch just like,
oh.
oh my God, what a horrible thing to go through.
Go ahead, mate. It's quite a funny joke. I had a Thai wife. She died of testicular cancer.
But we have had quite a good
I'm not making light of testicular cancer. What I'm saying is, it was a lady
it's
boy,
men, so
Thailand. Come on.
You can laugh at men. Losers.
So it's been a good trip. I obviously was on holiday with family, had done loads of stuff, and then I came to Vegas, had done all the signing. We'll if you put the video, we'll tag the video in this, and you can see the amount of signing I did. So it was like 3,000 items I had to sign. It was like just constant. But they run a very, very tight ship. So there was like 5 guys, and they were all like doing different things. So that all I had to do was sign.
Aye, they're experienced.
I then came over to Vegas, and I've been here for a few days now. Had a couple of days partying with the OGs, and what did we do, Mark? We shot some guns. Some of the scariest things in the world. See the ability to just point something at somebody and just bap. It's fucking scary.
And here it's just a real.
I know, like the guns we shot. None of them were just like. See when you see in the movies, guys are like pap 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 pap. You're all over the place. I was shitting myself. Were you? Did you have a bit of fear? You know, like.
You after the first couple of shots.
I'm scared. It's having power in your hands.
It's one thing I've noticed here, the difference for the last time, the sort of fentanyl people.
Aye,
it's definitely got worse.
So if you're on the strip, if you're staying on the strip, there's not a lot of homeless there or people that are on drugs or crack or whatever it is they're on. But if you go outside the strip, and that's where we're staying in like an actual street.
Aye, like a residential area.
Yeah. So places don't really get policed and they don't really care about moving them along. But when you're on the strip, they're like, right, move along, and they just move them. Whereas there, they're just like falling asleep in the street.
It's hot. It's mental to see. Like even this morning, Greg, jogging round them and that, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, this is wild. Full on camping out on the pavement, camping out at the petrol station.
Greg got one of them a bottle of.
Greg feels bad for them.
Got them like what, Gatorade?
Ross has got no heart.
What did he say?
Try and help you. He's like, you fucking care about people too much. Is that a bad thing?
Aye.
I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I think it's a nice
Mate,
thing.
You've helped these people every day we've been here. You're giving them juice, you're giving them money. You gave that one yesterday money.
That guy doesn't want a bottle of.
He full on lied to you, mate.
He didn't want a bottle of.
Prime.
No Prime, what's it called? Gatorade. Doesn't want Gatorade. He wants straight up crack.
Aye.
Give me some of that PCP angel dust, son.
The guy outside the shopping mall.
He done you
It's a
like.
good story.
What was the story?
He didn't want his daughter sleeping in the street with him that night, and he just somebody to stay. So I was like, here, take a.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning, mate.
He's got to make money. Did you see any daughter?
No. And he'd clearly had a stroke, mate.
Did he?
Aye. Like he had one arm up with, take my strong hand. So
That's why I stuck the dollar in.
Aye.
in his
The
strong
clump.
hand. And we had to break in.
Oh,
He's
aye.
got-
So we had. So I was out. We had went to Fremont Street that night. Or Old Red.
Lucky day.
Lucky Day, the classic Chris Bungard hangout.
Fremont Street's banging, eh?
Aye. So we went out. You were only getting into like what 11, 12 o'clock. And then there's like a keypad to get in the door, and then that's how you enter. And
Greg broke it.
Greg put in the code too many times wrong.
It was a fair go each. It was shared.
So there was no access for them. So Ross takes off the t-shirt. I like how you take off the t-shirt.
Very important.
Did you put on the gloves as well?
No,
Take you back to your old house breaking
It's
days.
your socks. Put your socks on. Police catch you with gloves, they'll nail you for intent. Going equipped. But aye, shut her off, slid the window across, boom, we were in. So
Easy enough for that.
great start to the
So
trip.
I'll tell you, see, the other night I was lying in bed, so we had like an easier night that night, and I was like, I'll take some drugs when I'm lying here. So I took drugs, but I left my room door open, and I then started thinking about like, and then had these like, I wasn't paranoid, right, but I was then starting thinking like, this is how any of the Netflix documentaries I hear, this is how they start.
Yeah.
Guys had been out drinking, there's guys in a house, some fucking lunatic comes
The
in.
Night Stalker.
Aye, and just starts fucking going to town. And I'm like, right, I should shut that door because they might not come into my room first. And I'm like, see if they kill somebody else first, then I'll be able to save the day. But if they kill me first, they just kill everybody.
It's worrying here how like that was easy. It wasn't
Aye.
hard at all. Like it's
But you're lucky somebody never shot you, Faye.
know.
Like, imagine somebody just looking at their back and seeing like a bald.
a big
White guy?
climbing in the window.
Like-
it would have looked bad, eh? It did look bad. And it,
We had no other option.
nah, I needed a shit so badly. Eh? I was going to have to go in the garden.
We use it out. We don't know when you're coming back.
I know we weren't that late.
Nah, you weren't there at all.
We didn't know.
You weren't there at all.
Aye.
We
But
had been on the go for 24 hours.
Greg was getting stroppy.
Was it?
It's like I had my son with me. Eh? It's all right, buddy. It's all right. We're nearly there.
But I saw the staying in the wee apartment so much nicer.
Aye.
You don't have to come down the stairs and get into the chaos of a casino. I like the fact we've got a wee swimming pool.
Very relaxed.
My man Gary Thompson, seen his chest this morning,
He said he's burned.
and he's like, it's not even that bad. I'm like,
it's bad.
you're bright red, mate.
Aye.
I'm like, is he even put on sun lotion? I don't think he is.
I've not seen him doing it.
Frank's starting to do it now.
Aye.
It's a bit late. He needs after sun. He's burnt bad. My face was burnt yesterday. I could feel it yesterday. Today I feel alright, but it fucks you up. The sun. I had sunstroke a couple of weeks ago just for Scotland. For like 2 days of being in the sun, and I was fucked. So you've got to be careful, like
Especially
under the
here.
shade.
So we had the reason we're here is we were out for the Anaconda fight wear.
ADCC.
Officials knee brace of the tournament. So I've been told. So over the next 4 days, or over the next 3 days in Vegas, the T-Mobile Arena, you had which is just like a standard jiu-jitsu tournament. So ADCC Open, where you can apply for it, you pay your money, you get an ADC medal, you get to compete in the T-Mobile Arena, which is pretty cool. Today is the juniors, and then Saturday and Sunday is the main events where you've got like the all the fighters.
Your big names, aye.
Your big names, your divisions as well. So people who have went to like Europe and won the European trials, the Southeast Asia trials, Australian trials, and then what they do is they bring them all into one place, and this is the finals.
Yep.
And Anaconda, who have been a partner for the podcast for the start of our journey,
Yep.
they are now the official knee brace, which is pretty cool, man. Like and aye, well we're
Everywhere. Right
we're
off the
gonna-
mat.
we're going to be at the stall talking to the public, doing some signing, taking some pictures,
Try and catch some matches.
steal some wives. So if you are in Vegas and you want to come, then head on down and check us out.
And a sold out T-Mobile Arena, which is great for grappling. When I heard it was sold out, I actually at first I was like, no way, but aye, sold out.
Joey Diaz just liked their competition.
Did he?
Aye.
That's pretty cool. man.
Shout out to Joey Diaz.
Big joy.
We're going to have some edibles for you tonight, bro.
Oh, talking about edibles. How so?
I've not had any yet.
Right. So obviously the drugs are a little bit rife in the old Vegas. So my mate Gary Thompson, he partakes in many drugs. Like he likes a bit of the weed. He likes a bit of the mushrooms. Now he goes into one of these shops and they're selling weed and mushroom infused gummies. Now, where were we going? Oh, we were going to the UFC, right? So he goes like this, he busts the pack open, and I say, Dad, they're only 5 milligrams. I was like, normally if we were at home, we'd take 10 milligrams. He gubs 5 of them. They had 200 micrograms of fucking psychoactive
Psilocybin.
Aye, in them. And then we go to the UFC to watch the Dana White's Contender
His
Series.
story is so funny. Couldn't he stop looking at the back of Dana White's head?
Aye, it was white knuckling the whole way. It was like, I was like, you alright, aye? But so as we come in, there's like a metal detector, and he's like, I've been fucking set up here. So we set him up, and he's fucking through it. They're only caring about the drugs he's got, but he's got like a wee man bag, right? And it was full of drug. It was drugs, drug paraphernalia, fucking rolls, like bits of bud, you name it, was in this bag. Because he was like, I basically
Smokes
taken him
absolute cones, eh?
Aye.
I seen him, I was just like,
Aye, so he just
Wow.
smokes pure green as well. And then I'd got a few pipes when I got here the first night, and then he just rips that all day. Like, so I think if he got here, he's just been constantly high. But imagine taking 5 milligram fucking THC gummies, just straight THC, like straight fucking the stuff that gets you fucked up, and then that's also got laced with psilocybin.
aye.
Mate,
He said he likes it, though. He said he
Aye.
likes it.
It was like there's a few points where it was like, because I'd said to him, and I think I maybe took like messed him up. I made a joke to him and went, Gary, and he's like, what? And I was like, Eden kicks off, or you got my bag? And he went, what do you mean? And I was like,
Para him out.
with Joe Pfeiffer, and he was like, Aye. And
he's here, like-
so he spent like, he's like, I spent ages looking for Joe Pfeiffer because I thought he was there. I was like, no, I was just trying to be funny, mate.
Yeah, that's quality.
So we got to go and watch the Dana White's Contender Series. We got to see that English kid flatline your man with a check hook.
I don't know how to pronounce his name properly, but obviously there's a lot of hype around him.
He is. Well, he's like a 2-time K1 champion.
Oh, really?
So he was a
Lovely
bit tasty.
check hook.
Aye, so he was a bit tasty.
What do you think of the blue gloves?
I like the blue gloves.
You like them?
I do them. I would like to have like one of these sets. Did you see the ones they were giving away for like the 300? You get the blue, the white, the gold, and the what's the other colour? Is it the Dana White's not Contender Series? It's the Find a Fighter gloves as well.
Oh, is there?
So there was
One's
4.
for them.
So there was it red?
And I got a sneak peek at some new gloves today, but I'm not going to say.
Ah, go for it.
No. Sphere gloves. I saw Khalil putting some on. It's gold with a Mexico flag on them. Sorry if that, but they were pure hiding them in a bag. And I was like, hey, Mark, we saw him. Khalil got a wee try. Gold, Mexico writing for the UFC. Then, oh, somebody's coming in.
Oh, sorry.
Hello.
So we'd obviously had Khalil. The fight in Khalil's just been announced.
With Pereira.
Pereira, light heavyweight title fight in Salt Lake City at altitude.
How do you think Jamal is going to take that?
Oh, Jamal's
He's going to take that so bad.
I know, because
First thing I thought when I
Aye.
saw it, it's like he's going to be fucking raging.
Maddest singer Ross Cooper was the first person to say congratulations.
oh, were you?
Standing right next to him.
I was. I was on the bike, on the assault bike.
Like
and he was there.
Khalil's a beast.
He's entertaining.
Aye,
and
but
that's
he's
all it
definitely
is.
done a huge jump. He's jumped a few fighters, hasn't he? He's jumped guys like Rakic, Prohaska, without even fighting him, Jamal Hill.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. He's an exciting fighter. Why would you not give a guy an opportunity?
I had a funny feeling this might happen because he was on Rogan the other day.
Oh, was he?
Aye. And I thought, oh, that's... Now, obviously,
I mean, his
he
story's
lives,
cool.
but he lives here.
So good opportunities.
Aye, I don't know, maybe they like, I don't want to say they like him and they like certain people, but
But am I right in saying he got a 6 months ban?
he did. He got caught taking something and he
It was in
admitted
the
it.
aye, but he said it was in the supplement.
And it was in
tainted
the supplement, but I don't know if I think that's your own fault, mate. Like, you don't...
We spoke about this, and it's like you as an athlete.
It's your job to check.
Yes, so it's like they have to be informed sports tested, and if they aren't, then you run the risk of
Aye.
potentially.
And that was how he lost the fight with Jamal, is that right? I'm sure that was. I'm sure that was the case. He was meant to fight Jamal.
Yes, because that fight went Jamal, and then I think Olberg stepped in, and then Jamal fell out, and then it was Olberg versus Smith. Olberg fell out, and then it was Smith versus.
The other guy beat. Because he won, didn't he? Fuck him.
No, I don't think he did one. I think he got beat.
The boy who moved up for middleweight.
Was it Kevin Holland? No.
No. Moved up for middleweight. Chikadze?
Gads.
Is that the one
Aye,
that-
Roman Galadze.
Galadze.
Roman Galadze. I think he lost that.
I think he did too, aye. So,
I went decision.
big fight for Khalil. But again,
He's got power,
he does.
and you're not going to get two guys grappling on this match. The two
No.
guys aren't going to grapple.
Who are you picking? Straight away, first thought, who are you taking?
I kind of want Khalil to do it.
I kind of want him to win, I know.
I know.
Like, I know that, I don't know why.
I just wanted to dip back. He didn't throw that bomb. Like he absolutely cleaned my lights out when he fucking done it to me.
Do you think he'll take risks? Or do you think he'll fight a cautious fight? I don't think
I think if he fights a cautious fight, he'll get picked
He'll
apart.
get- aye.
I think he has to fight like that.
I think he has to just go, do you know what?
Aye.
Fuck it.
Aye.
Here we are.
Who else was released for that card as well? Because that's a cool main event. And then you had like
Jose Aldo was back.
Jose Aldo's for this Salt Lake City card.
Uh,
I think so.
But aye, altitude, obviously.
I know.
Tough. Where does Pereira train?
I think he just trains all over the world.
Aye,
Just
just
tours
goes
and-
where he wants.
But then the guy's a fighter. Doesn't matter what do you get him. He's
Aye.
a fighter.
Aye, do you think it's a good fight for Pereira? I do. Better than Ankalaev,
Aye.
who's clearly not getting this.
Oh, I forgot. Bankalaev did just jump him as well. Like, it's
Well,
all
he's
right.
matched now.
Who's he
Ankalaev,
matched
he's
against?
fighting...
Rakic.
I think he is. Is it Rakic?
Is it Rakic versus
Ankalaev?
Ankalaev?
Because Jamal couldn't get him. Jamal said he couldn't get him.
He couldn't
It's-
get Ankalaev.
No, it's out in Abu Dhabi. He's not gone. So, Ankalaev is fighting someone in Abu Dhabi.
Rakic.
I think Rakic is ranked like number 10.
Aye, but he had a massive long layoff.
Was it an injury or something he had?
Aye, I think it was shoulders, I want to say. Then he had a fair bit of time off, and then now he's obviously coming back. I think he lost his first fight back.
And obviously we've seen a lot of Yuri lately. So maybe they just, you know what, you've had a couple of goes. We've got to get to someone else. Let's
I
break.
like it. I like the idea.
I like it.
I like the idea a guy can get a title shot. Look at Sean Strickland. He wasn't the
Aye.
guy next in line.
Just
Or
ready.
he wasn't even like within the top 5, and he got the opportunity. So
He was ready, took his chance and done his job.
good.
Can he hit it?
Another one of the fights was Wonderboy Thompson against Joaquin Buckley.
Oh, I like that.
Aye, Wonder Boy and Wacky.
like
That's
that.
kind of a cool fight, isn't it?
Aye.
Kevin Holland, Roman...
Galadze.
Is it Galadze?
Is it Delidsy?
So,
Aye,
Roman.
Roman. Aye, the guy that looks very similar to how he's got the beard and the hair. Looks similar to me.
He's good.
So it's going to be a good wee card in
Aye.
Salt Lake.
Great main event. I think that's...
Evloev versus Aljamain Sterling.
Who against Aljo?
Evloev.
Oh,
Evloev.
Aljamain was here yesterday.
Uh,
He's probably here again today, to be fair.
Aye, just
and Jose Aldo against Mario Batista.
I don't know who he is. The
He's on
king.
the card for this weekend.
Yeah, let's go.
So
Since
that
you
big-
mentioned Sean Strickland,
Aye, we've got a big one in Australia this weekend. We've
He's-
got the
and he's-
middleweights.
and he's going to get the winner of
Is he?
Dricus Israel.
There's a full card and
So
so
we've got Izzy versus DDP. How do you think this one goes?
I'd like to see Dricus win it.
Do you
I
think he does,
prefer
but
Dricus? No.
because
I think Adesanya
let's
could
be honest,
batter.
Adesanya's still one of the best
Yes.
to do it.
When
But
was the last time we fought?
6 months ago, he's not had a fight for a week.
Is that when they beat Pereira?
And oh no, when he lost to Strickland, that was his last fight. Was
So
it
he
not?
beat Pereira, won the belt back, and then fought Sean Strickland and lost the belt.
Yes.
Right, and then 6 months off, and then now he's coming back to fight DDP.
Mm-hmm.
Strickland put it on him, didn't
Which is what I think DDP is going to do. But the way they're behaving at the press conference, it's like Adesanya's just fucking out of control. He's greeting and fucking breaking down, and Dricus just taking the piss out of him all the time.
Sometimes a loss can be more than just
Aye. a
a loss. It can be like that mental.
I think Izzy as well kind
Do
of.
you think so? Do you think he's the kind of guy?
Because he's been there and done it, and he's
Nah.
had losses and he's dealt with it, no?
I don't think that matters.
I think
Some people can only take so much.
I know.
And I think that's maybe what's happened here.
And then losing now, or losing to Sean Strickland, and losing to like a kickboxer many moons ago, or losing to somebody like Alex Pereira is different from losing to Sean Strickland. And I'm not taking away from the fight that Sean Strickland put on,
No.
or the fighter that he is, but it's tough. And then age obviously creeps up as well, and it's like, can I do this? And then you've got this young guy who's obviously bringing in a lot of no racial.
Well, I think Izzy's the one who's done that. I don't think Dricus has mentioned it once. He doesn't even swear in the press conferences. Dricus is quite... All that happens is Adesanya says stuff, and Dricus is just says stuff back to him, and he fucking loses the plot. It's the stuff about Adesanya having servants and things like that, and he's fucking went mental. So it's like, I don't know, it's not doing him very well getting into these back and forths with DDP. He's just getting himself more and more upset, and I think he's maybe just worried that DDP... I think DDP's best way to win is to do exactly what Strickland done. Mm-hmm. So, but then there's footage coming out that's meant to be Dricus partying last weekend, bevying, drinking and that. Fucking...
You never know. But then
You don't know.
he's obviously did advice for Damtel as well.
I saw that.
Did you hear what? Did you see what?
That'll be the difference for a way.
Did you see what DDP messages him back?
No.
Messages him back something along the lines of like, why didn't you do it then? It was something along the lines, and I'm like, that's all you need. You don't need to write a big story. You need like a couple of lines, like.
Dricus is quite quick-witted. He's good. He's good in the press conferences. He's good in front of the camera.
Where did he come from? What organisation before the UFC?
EFC.
He's a double champ there, isn't he?
Aye,
Was
he
he?
was a champ at 170 pound, and 185. Maybe. I'm not sure,
He
but
definitely held 2 belts, I don't know.
aye. But no, I think he's good. He looks composed, and I think if he goes with the Sean Strickland plan, he'll win the
might win.
fight.
I also like the fact that he's a bit erratic. It's not like you're getting this nice crisp fighter where it's like he boxes well, or he's a kickboxer and he does all that well. It's like he's not got this style where it's like he looks compact and he moves well. It's like he does what he does, and it's a bit erratic to me looking. It looks like that, but it's obviously controlled chaos.
We were talking about that, Mark, when we were grappling there. Like, there's times it's going to look scrappy and shitty, and you've just got to
Do it.
get there. We're going to get into this position, and it's going to be cool. So, aye, I know what you mean. Part of me thinks that Adesanya might just come out there and wipe him out, though. But at the same time, I would prefer...
Who's Adesanya done that to you before?
Costa.
Did he wipe him out?
I knocked him out. And Robert Whittaker. Because any time... So they both sort of attacked him.
And he just countered them? Bump.
Aye. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. Not worried, because I'm not bothered who wins either way, really.
Aye.
It makes no difference to me. I just like to see an entertaining fight, but I like that... I'd like to see Drickus fight Sean Strickland again. Do you know what I mean? So, for me, Drickus winning's cool, because I get to see Sean Strickland fight him again. It makes it quite an entertaining... It's what I like.
Cool.
So,
What's the next fight?
we've got Kai Kara-France and Steve Erceg. I like Kai Kara-France.
Steve Erceg, where did he fight recently? Was he on one of my cards? Was he on the card I fought?
Let's look. Can I click on him?
I think he just fought for the title in 301. Did he? In Rio? I'm sure he did.
I'm trying.
It was real, I'm sure. Because remember, Bungie said he looked like the wee guy out of that film.
We don't talk about Bruno. That one. Does a wee bit.
I don't know enough about the two guys to make it look Alan.
Pantoja.
Aye, that was right.
Aye.
I don't know
Pantoja
enough about the
Erceg.
two boys to say, he's going to win.
But we've got some Gamrot, Dan Hooker there.
Aye, got to like Dan Hooker.
Aye. Blonde Dan Hooker.
You see all his tattoos now as well. You see like Faye's last fight to this fight.
Is he
I'm
all-
sure he'll be able to tag it in, like put it in a picture. But he's literally went for being like like this.
He was
nice,
like knee tattoos.
Aye, knee tattoos, pure white hair, and then now he's like an arm sleeve, like a big fucking tattoo in his belly, and just went full street.
Fuck it. I'm in.
Street
Gotta do what it's
supremacist.
gotta do.
I'm going to go Hooker for that one.
I'm
as
going
well.
to take Hooker for that. I like Dan Hooker.
Have these two guys not fought the next card with Tuivasa and Rosenstrike? Have they not fought before?
I'm not sure.
I think they might have.
Suriname. I couldn't remember that yesterday where Rosenstrike was from, eh?
He's Sudanese.
No. So it's a Dutch colony.
Oh, is it?
Aye. Somewhere, I think it's in South America. I need to check. Let's see if they fought before. Look at me. I'm basically Greg now. Nah, it doesn't look like they have.
They haven't, no.
No. Who you
Aye,
taking?
the head said he's right there. Well, that was Derek
That was
Lewis.
Derek Lewis, mate.
Sorry, mate. They're very similar
They're both
shape.
heavyweights.
Aye.
Aye. Oh, mate, Mighty Battered Hardy. I forgot about that
Aye.
fight.
So who are you going for this?
Hunsucker. I'm going to take Rosenstrike.
Aye.
But I'd like to see Tuivasa win.
He's a fan favourite.
Aye. He's
You know,
got
you're
like-
getting a shoe.
I want to see a shoe.
He's going to get a bit of athlete's mouth.
It's going to get fucking mouth herpes. I like Tuivasa, but I think Rosenstrike will probably beat him.
And then it's like a weird time because it's actually, we're having it at a reasonable time, aren't we, Mark? Is it like 5 o'clock in the...
Aye.
5
5 p.m. for the
5
prelim.
prelims.
7 o'clock main card. That's unheard of for us.
So they must be doing it like a dodgy time in Australia then,
Aye.
surely.
Must be shite, yeah.
And then it'll be might even be like early morning and back in UK time.
Aye. Aye, so what, 8 hours ahead here? So aye, that's grim.
Aye.
But it's alright for us.
Aye,
'cause we're here.
we're fine.
We can go out, have a nice time.
We're fine, and we just seen Bungard doing his travelling to go and
going-
see
ACDC, aye.
ACDC.
Aye, it's a big
We
piece of
are
Carol.
we are ADCC and he is ACDC.
Aye, having the sauna by the sea and all that looks very nice. But aye, missing him, of course.
Aye. But yep, we've got some stories for my trip to in the car, and I'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in the next podcast. And I'm sorry for the people that are like, "Why'd you do that?" That's how you join the Patreon. You get the stories, and we'll definitely clip in this video. And I know you're looking at me like, Paul,
Even I was surprised. Even I was.
Were you looking at me like thinking, stop telling me I'm going to clip stuff in because it's going to take me fucking ages to do this.
We're already behind.
Fuck it, Greg.
Right, so we're
have to
going
He's got a pool party. I'll do the podcast.
No, what are you talking about, mate?
so we're going to go to a pool party after this. After we've done here, we're going to go to a pool party, grab
These are
some
obviously
lunch,
gonna
pool
go to a
party.
pool
Greg's going to edit the podcast. He's going to put it out, but we are going to move over to
Patreon.
Patreon. Well, thanks, guys. Sorry, it's a bit of a different vibe this time. It's just myself and Ross. Next week we'll be back to normal. So keep it high.
See you soon.